So, good afternoon, everybody. Hey, already?
Yeah.
So, how was your weekend, guys?
Good.
So, we are going to have a weekend, right? Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. So, I use all of you have a great weekend. So, today we are going to discuss about centripetal force. At the end of this class, you will be able to define this force. You will know its importance. Finally, you will also be able to write down its mathematical formula. So, to understand about this force, let us start with some examples. So, first of all, tell me some simple examples that you have been seen in nature, in which a body is moving in a circular path. Has anybody seen it? You can guess.
So before that, what is the centripetal force? What it means?
No, just say me an example in which a body is moving in a circular path. An example you have seen
Shooter.
in nature.
Shoulder.
Soldier.
Shoulder.
Give me a good example. I think that's big. It's not a clear example. Yeah,
A windmill?
windmill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also a good example. Why don't you think about moon? Yeah. We have sun, earth in center. As you guys know, the moon is going around the earth in circular path, right? And you also know about satellites that go around the earth. You have also simple example that you put some body or some mass at the end of rope, and you can rotate in a circle, right? So it can also move in a circle. We have a moon here and earth in the center. So can you see that something is common in both of the types of motion, like moon is going around the earth, or mass attached to rope, it is moving in circular motion. Something is common. Can you say what the common thing is in both cases? What is the common thing?
Round.
Can anybody guess it?
Round.
Yeah, the path is round. Another?
Center not moving.
Mm-hmm.
Earth is moving. I don't know.
Okay. Let me say the common thing in both case is the centripetal force, right? Some sort of force is acting on the bodies. The moon is here. Some force is acting so that it is able to move in a circular path. Similarly, in this case also, some force is acting on this stone or any mass you have attached here so that it is able to rotate in a circular path. So let me say, where does that force act? Can you guess? That force is called centripetal force. Can you guess? It is due to centripetal force, it is moving in a circular path. So now you can guess, where does it act? It obviously acts towards the center. This is the centripetal force, and it acts towards the center of the circle, of the circular path, when the body is moving, and this force, it acts along the radius, right? So actually this centripetal This is composed of two words, two Latin words, centrum and the next word is Peter. Centrum means center, Peter means to seek. So this force is also known as center seeking force. So I think you can define the centripetal force now. Simply, it is the force which acts on a body which is moving in a circular path, and it acts along the radius and towards the center of the circular path. Yeah, you have a question?
Why is around? Why is go other way? Why is go around? Why is shaped around?
Yeah, that's a good question. Anybody wants to guess what's the reason? Do you know what is the reason? Why is the path round, not rectangular, not anything? You?
Because like in that example with the string and the object,
Yeah.
the string is like the same size,
Mm-hmm.
so it would have to be like, and your force is like equally distributed,
Mm-hmm.
so.
Not exactly. Anybody? Do you guess? What's the reason? Okay, let us see what happens here. When the body is moving in a circular path, suppose I take the time when the moon is at this point, right? At this point, when it is moving in a circular path, obviously its velocity or direction of motion is this side. Okay, so let's think when there is no centripetal force. Let's think that there is no centripetal force at this time. What do you think it will happen to the moon at that case?
Go away.
Yeah, you are correct, but what is the reason for that?
Nothing hold the moon.
It's because of Newton's first law of motion. Does anybody know Newton's first law of motion? Yes, he said that if there is no centripetal force, the moon will go in a straight path. Yeah, she is correct, and it will go this way. According to Newton's first law of motion, so if there is no force acting on a moving body, it continues to move in a straight line. If no external force